Yeah.
Yo, what's the deal, people? This your boy Raz. I'm here with the V Army, the V Cast. I'm here with my man, the Anchorman.
Hey guys.
I got Kidsmooth.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I got my man Iron Wolf.
What up, what up, what up?
Of course, the Sony Pony Destroyer, the Bigkahona.
Oh, I wouldn't call myself that, but what's up, people?
And then I got a newcomer, which is the Wayne's, let's see, Retro Gaming.
Gamers.
Wayne Retro Gamer is out. What it do?
And so today we basically want to start talk about our E3 expectations. Of course, we all know it's Monday. It's coming around pretty soon. I can't wait personally to see what games we have to come in for this year and next year come. So what y'all expect from E3? I'm gonna start with Anchorman. I really want to hear what he got to say.
Oh, well, we just about E3 in general.
In general, just E3, like each company, everything.
Okay. With Nintendo, I don't really expect too much. I expect that 'cause I know the Wii U version of Smash Bros is coming out actually like in November or something. Like the first one that's going to come out is a 3DS version. So they'll probably have the Wii U version for demonstration there. We might be looking at a new Legend of Zelda game. That's the only big thing I can imagine from Nintendo. In terms of Sony, I've done my own videos about this. I think Sony will have. I can't see a God of War 4 just yet. It's only been 1 year between the two, and they killed Kratos to death. I can't see anything else Kratos can do. And that's really been the big gun that everyone's been talking about. Other than that, I was going to say Little Big Planet, but they're definitely going to have a game that caters more towards children.
Right.
Because they tried with Knack, and Knack did not really do very well at all.
Yeah.
And it just did not cater to that group. So expect to see something along those lines. Might be a Sly Cooper. They might have worked on a Ratchet and Clank or something. I don't know. I would check. Well, for Microsoft, I can't predict new IPs because I don't know what they're doing. Along those lines, we'll probably see a quick touch-up talk on Quantum Break. We'll probably see a live gameplay demo for Sunset Overdrive. What else is there? There's a lot of catch-up stuff they're gonna have to bring up. But in terms of new IPs, I want to at least think that they're gonna do a Tomb Raider-esque kind of game to match Uncharted and that sort of thing. I also expect a Crackdown 3 because they've been hinting the shit out of Crackdown. And what else is there? I guess that covers most of the bases. And probably a bring back of, I'm thinking an old rare title, probably Perfect Dark. That would fit in without a Halo release. I don't think they're going to do a Halo 5 or anything this year. I might be the Halo Journey, Halo 2 remastered or something to match that first-person shooter. I think that's it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
About right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I just look forward to Phil Spencer coming out there and just say games, and we just see nothing but games. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I'm not really sure if they're going to do just games because they did have a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah, I doubt if it'd be.
They're probably going to briefly touch on. Here's a few indie games. Here's a little update on our Halo show because they just started filming on that. Like maybe keep people say we're still working on this for people who did buy it. Buy the Xbox One for all of that. It's still there, but yeah.
But they probably talk about the Steven Spielberg show rather than the Ridley Scott digital feature that's been mentioned, and that's the one that they're filming right now as we speak. I even made a video about it, and I'm not really. I don't know. I have my concern over that because it's not a full motion picture. and I always wanted to watch a Halo movie on the big screen, as most of you guys do, I'm sure. But I don't know. I'm a bit, I don't know if skeptical is the word, but we'll see.
Kahuna, what you thinking?
I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of the same. You know, these. Oh, I'm just saying, all three of these companies come out and show you some trailers, and then people jump up and get hyped, like, "Oh my gosh, that was incredible!" And like, for instance, Sunset Overdrive. When that came out, a lot of people was hyped. They was like, "Look at that, that's great!" And I was like, "That's a trailer. That's not a game. I want to see gameplay." Now, once I seen the gameplay, then I was like everybody else, "Oh my gosh, look at that game!" But I think it's going to be a lot of trailers. I think when Microsoft come out there, I think they're gonna, of course, they're gonna show some new IP. I think they're gonna, I think they may demonstrate a little bit of the cloud technology. You might see a little bit of that. Um, and they're going to talk about indies. So I mean, we always jumping on the Sony guys for the indie stuff, but they're going to talk about indies. So be prepared for the shots fired from the Sony guys going, "Look at this, indies, indies. I thought you guys didn't like indies." But
Right.
just for the, for the Sony fans that may be listening to this, when you hear X1 fans say we don't give a shit about indies, what they're really saying is we are not investing a whole bunch of money just for those type of games. So
Right.
moving on to Sony, I think Sony will do just like the other three, so show a whole bunch of CG trailers and people, jump up and go, "Oh my gosh, they won," and all this other stuff. And I think they might show something from that VR. Not sure, just throwing that out there. They're going to, I don't know if they're going to start off with this or wait until the middle or whatever, but they're going to come out and talk numbers. 7 million, 8 million sold, 20 million, 30 or 40 million pieces of software sold. They might talk about the Vita, and some stuff like that, but it's coming. And as far as Nintendo, I really don't know anything too much about Nintendo. I never even talk or bring Nintendo up at all. And that's not me trying to take a shot at Nintendo. They might have the best system out there for all I know. I just don't personally care for Nintendo. So,
Right. Yeah, I hear you. Kidsmooth, you've been pretty quiet. So what's up? What's on your mind? I see something brewing now.
No, man. I think I believe Microsoft is going to open up with gameplay footage of either Halo 5, or like whichever Halo is coming out this year. They're going to open up with some sort of gameplay footage of either that game or the new IP we don't know of yet. But they're going to open up with a gameplay of
Project
a
Rosewood.
new game. And I think Sony is going to be, congrats to all those who get to go to the cinemas to watch their press conference. But I think Sony is going to actually the only bomb Sony's going to have, and I'm going way off the limb. I really think the shocker, it shouldn't be much of a shocker, but I think Sony's going to announce that they're getting like Titanfall early 2015.
okay, I like to add one thing about the whole movie theater thing. And of course, I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this. It's a cool idea. But me personally, if Microsoft had some stuff down the street where I could go to a movie theater to watch their presentation, I wouldn't go, because going to a movie, just any old movie, you always gonna have those, pardon my French, them assholes there that are ruining it for everybody that's talking. I can see the papers, the next day, fight breaks out movie theater because some asshole is talking and some other guy saying, "Shut the hell up, I'm trying to watch this." So, I mean, it's a good idea, but I don't want to sit around a whole bunch of people who are going to make me miss what they're talking about. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
I want, at least if I'm sitting in my house, I have control of what's going on in this house and I can hear what's going on.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only negative thing about the whole movie theater thing. But other than that, it's a cool idea. But I just think that, You know, like for instance, when I went to see the Avengers and the part where the Hulk grabbed Loki and slammed the shit out of him and he spoke, nobody heard a word because everybody was too busy laughing. So I mean, it's still a good idea, but I just wouldn't do it personally. I would rather be home so I can watch the shit without having nobody interrupt what's going on.
Kahona, let me you know what I think I was talking about this on Facebook. The thing is, right? The only reason why Sony is having their shit like throughout the movie theaters is because they got scared, and they got scared because Microsoft and Major Nelson and Phil Spencer were talking about what we're gonna do has never been done before. And of course, nobody never hosted E3 at a movie theater, so Sony wanted to one-up them. So it was like, okay, well, let's do this. But the thing is, this is where it hurts Sony, is because, you know, movie theater experience, you got to go to the movies to watch E3 press conference. Like, they better blow your socks off. And I don't think
That's true. Yeah.
I agree, man. I agree.
And I think that the conference, like I said, I like the idea if they're going to have something to match it. It's like you going to like a 5-star restaurant and getting like a cheeseburger, you know? And I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to go to the movie theaters, they're going to try to get hyped up, and it's going to be a lukewarm like thing. They're not even going to get like that major boom that they're expecting. So all the hype behind their press conference is going to take place at the movie theater, and everybody going to come out crying as if they saw the Titanic because ain't shit happened.
Now, here's the thing, though. I don't know what to expect from Sony.
But one thing real quick. What if their hamburger or their cheeseburger is good as shit? Then what?
I'm not going to a 5-star restaurant to order a cheeseburger.
Hey, it might be the best cheeseburger you ever ate in your life.
I need that filet mignon.
I think Sony been eerie quiet lately. I don't know what to expect from the E3, to be honest with you. Like I say, as a person with a PS4, I kind of want to hear them announce some type of games for 2015. You know, even if it's for 2015, I do want to see them announce something.
Man, they gonna ride.
God of War, other than what's that? A couple other IPs that they known for. I want to see more than that. Of course, you know, even for the Microsoft E3, we still. I mean, I think I expect to see a lot of games, but my only thing is that's going to bring it down or keep it up is they're going to announce the same thing that they announced throughout the week. You know, leading up to E3. Is they just going to focus on a lot of those things, or is it going to be new IPs? Well, they did say it's going to be new IPs plus old, you know, IPs. But is it going to be a lot of stuff we would never expect? By the way, I'm expecting the E3 a Crackdown demonstration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're going to use that with the cloud. They're going to show something from the cloud. Which brings up another question, though. If they do bring up the cloud, guys, I'm curious to know from you guys' opinion. If they do bring up the cloud, what information do you need to know about the service before
we jump in on it?
Exactly, yeah. What do you need to know about it? Like, I remember Arsenal brought up, he was like, I need to know about what type of bandwidth my computer needs to be at, what type of connection do we need to know. I'm the type of person who, you know, a lot of people saying, like, you know, they're over-exaggerated about the whole cloud thing, but I really want to see this be something more than what people expect it to be. I don't expect it to be as high as they saying, like 32 Xbox Ones, you know what I mean? But I expect it to be, you know, something that's going to surprise me when I get to it. So what do y'all think about cloud computing?
To be honest, I don't know shit about cloud computing, and oh, hold on, is that me? But no, I don't know crap about cloud computing. I was just hoping that they come out and say, you know, forget hard drive space. The cloud is your space. You know,
now they said that before. Now I don't know if you guys remember, but they promised us cloud storage. Like if we run out of room on our hard drive, we can have free cloud storage.
Yeah, yeah.
Do anybody else remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
They said that you would have a copy of your game in the cloud and on your hard drive.
Do that still stands? Because I do know if you like uninstall your game, you can like really you can get it back. Is that
Yeah, is
not
that
true?
part of the cloud?
Yeah.
Gotta be somehow some part of the cloud, but I'm talking about far as just like storing your games up there and just never being always being able to access them. I don't know. Don't all just jump at one time now.
All right. I'll say something about the cloud. Uh, I want to know. Say if you get a game that's got all these graphics and all this stuff that's going on, and it's using 100% of the cloud. What is that going to do to a person who's not using the internet?
Hmm.
What is their game going to look like compared to the person who's using the cloud?
Let me just jump in on this one.
Okay.
Now, I think the cloud itself is only going to be used on online focused games. You know, games like Titanfall, which is online focus, that are not
Titanfall.
single player games.
Right.
Games that are not single player games, or games where you just have to go on online mode only, that may implement the cloud tech. Or other than that, I'm hearing that Halo may even use it because apparently they're saying that it may be an open world game, but then they said it was 60 frames per second at last year's E3. So if it's going to be open world, it'll be pretty hard to actually have an open world game at 60 frames. But you never know with the cloud.
Right.
SRAM.
With the cloud, it may be possible. You never know.
Okay, so like what you just said, 60 frames. I remember them saying something about I don't remember where I read this or whatever, but they were saying something about a certain game hitting 60 frames per second, and that was because of the cloud. Now, what happens if I'm not using the cloud, if I'm not connected to the internet? Am I down to 30 frames per second? And for the Sony fanboys that have come in here saying, I thought you guys don't care about that, I don't, but I'm just curious as to if
Uh,
they're using the cloud to push up the frames in your game, then what does that do for somebody who's not using the cloud or not connected to the
Probably
internet?
just get their regular, you know what I'm saying? You just get the regular game.
I think
I don't
this
know.
is the thing. I think we turn into a PC option. Like with PC, you can adjust, like you want a higher frame rate or higher resolution. Can you do both? That sort of thing. I think if they were to start doing it, instead of sacrificing computations of like certain things, what they would say is the baseline unit comes at 720p, 30 frames per second. But if you want the best experience, you need to be connected to the internet.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
I'll put this out there because there's certain people on the internet that be following people around. But yeah, I don't care about the whole 1080p and the whole 720p. As long as Microsoft don't come out or Sony come out and say, oh yeah, we got this game and it's got so much stuff going on in the background and it's got 10 trillion trees in the background and but it's gonna be at 480i or 480p, I would be pissed. I would just not even get that game. But as far as 720p, and let me repeat this for the Sony fanboys or those not the PlayStation, the PC stalkers, 720p is high definition. So that's why I don't care about the whole 1080p.
But it's not true HD.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they'll say. But then that means Sony's lying again because I went right to Walmart and just seen the TV that says 720p. That's as high as it go, and it has Sony written right on it, and it says HD.
Majority of plasma screens and 32 inches are 720p. Most plasma screens you're gonna find is gonna be 720p. So I got the plasma I got. It's a 1080p, but there's not many of them, And what people tend to forget, there's like so many how can I put this? There's so many like versions of like 1080p. You know what I mean? It's really all about what the TV really can display and where the source is coming from. Like, cause to be honest, like you'll see like a movie in 1080p or like a game in 1080p, even though Sony like a lot of the Sony games are in 1080p. The 1080p to me looks cheap. It doesn't look like, oh my god. It looks like, okay. It looked like if it was a upscaled resolution to me.
Yeah, but from what I'm hearing from fanboys, there's no way something that's in
I think my
900p
question kind of
look better than
spiraled into
something in
something
1080p.
else.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. It certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
the
right, let's get
discussion
back
has
on
gone in a
track.
whole different direction. I know.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Do you want to hear my expectations on E3 from all three
Yes.
sides?
I don't think we heard yours, man. Yeah.
Alright,
No, go ahead.
well, from Nintendo's side, I'm expecting, and actually not only expecting, but I'm hoping for an F-Zero reboot. Because that was one of my favorite racing games on the SNES, and I hope they bring that back, they revive it. And I'm expecting a Zelda game, obviously, and I know they're gonna be showing some more Smash Bros. And probably a lineup for the next year for the DS, the 3DS, sorry.
Yeah.
And for the PlayStation, or for the PS4, I am actually expecting a God of War for some sort of teaser trailer, because I'm hearing that they're gonna make another one, and he might be fighting the Egyptian gods or something like that. Now that would be really cool, and I'll be
Yes, that
down
would
with
be
that.
tight.
Too much.
Well, if there is, a God of War where he's fighting the Egyptian gods, that would be awesome. And we're definitely going to see the Order 1886, because Ready at Dawn, they confirmed it already anyway. And we're going to see Uncharted 4. I don't know whether we're going to see proper gameplay or in-game footage. And we're probably going to get a few rehashes, as we already know.
Mhm.
And we probably have some talk from
The
media.
Last of Us, maybe. Remastered.
I don't think they're going to show that at E3, because that's not E3 worthy news, because
Well,
they're
it's
all,
supposed to come out this year. I mean, why not show it?
Yeah,
They
why
may-
not?
yeah,
show
that's
it?
been-
they may
Look
have
like
it in a
you
little
put-
montage, like a little 5-minute montage, but I don't think they're gonna like announce it on stage or
Like
talk,
these are all
5-10 minutes talk about
remasters
it.
coming this year type montage. Like,
Yeah. But they're definitely gonna have one or two new IPs. Like Project Beast is obviously one of them.
Yep.
With me personally, I'm not really into those kind of games. But on the Microsoft side, definitely like you guys, some of you guys, including Kidsmooth, we're definitely gonna get Halo 2 or Halo 5 gameplay. Halo 2 confirmed this year, or maybe the Halo Journey. I think Crackdown Skyline, if it is called Crackdown Skyline, Crackdown 3, that may steal the show. That may surprise a lot of us guys. And I've been hearing that they may also use the Unreal 4 engine for that game also. And
that would be crazy.
yeah, so we're also gonna obviously get Forza Horizon 2, which is pretty exciting. I'm excited about that game.
That
And
looks
we're gonna
great.
get we're definitely gonna get one OG Xbox game. Now we don't know whether it's Phantom Dust or Shenmue 3, but I hope it's one of the two anyway. And we're definitely gonna get something from Epic Games, from third party, and it may be, I'm not 100%, it may be something based on the Sumerian demo, because it will make perfect sense. And as far as third party goes, we're gonna get they're gonna talk about Battlefront 3, and I don't know whether they're gonna have some sort of exclusive DLC for it, because it probably may further their partnership with EA. And they definitely may announce Fallout 4, but not too sure if it's an exclusive. I pretty much doubt.
I don't think it's gonna be an exclusive at all. I don't
Yeah,
think
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's going to be an exclusive. If it is, I'm probably end up going to do like 2-3 backflips on the streets if that was the case. I'm not even joking, man.
Yeah,
if they,
yeah, that would be a deal breaker.
People are going
would-
to go nuts. People are going to go crazy if that was the case.
people would like be flipping out. People would be like so mad at them. Like it would be so bad. People
Yeah.
would. That would be the reason to buy an Xbox One right there.
Yeah, they'll be forced to put it on the PlayStation actually because of it. Like it'll be some shit like that. That'll be like one of the rants and petitions
There'll be
that
death
actually go
threats,
through.
man. Kidsmooth, they're going to be death threats. You're going to hear that shit on YouTube and everywhere. A lot of the YouTubers are going to go mad about that shit. But Gears of War, I'm expecting a Gears of War teaser. Now I'm not too sure we're gonna see like proper action in the teaser. They may just announce the title, the name of the game. That's enough for me anyway. And I reckon we're gonna get 2 brand new IPs at least. Because Phil Spencer has been talking about having new IPs at this year's E3, so I think we're gonna have at least 2, and that'll be my E3.
You know what I'm hoping? I hope that because you know how Ubisoft and because with the exception of the Division, I don't know if you guys know where I'm headed, but I'm hoping because Ubisoft has their own conference, EA has their own conference, and Microsoft press conference. I really don't want to see Madden, NBA, or Assassin's Creed or anything. With the exception of Division, that's the only thing I want to see in the Microsoft press conference. I want them to leave that all out. I want to know what's coming from Microsoft, one of the Microsoft studios, or what's coming from Xbox itself. I mean, I know we're probably going to see Call of Duty at Microsoft press conference, but I don't want to see any of the EA Sports titles or the EA multiplats at Microsoft or Sony's press conference, because I think they should just leave it for their own press.
Yeah, but Kidsmooth, you probably ain't gonna see it on Microsoft's side that many of them, but on the Sony side, you're probably gonna see quite a few of them, because Assassin's Creed is always at a Sony conference, and not only Assassin's Creed, we probably might even get a bit more Destiny.
That's true. Destiny a good bunch.
Yeah, you always get a good bunch of it, man. And I don't know, last year it was all third party mostly they were showing, and basically when the crowd started to roar, it was about the whole policy thing. But as far as games go, it was all third party. It was all Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, The Division, which is now on the Xbox One as the lead platform, and they were showing bits and pieces of Watch Dogs. They're going to be showing a lot of indies, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but hopefully they don't take too much time dedicating the whole of their press on indies.
Right.
If they just do I hope Xbox just do a 5-minute montage on indies and not have it at least at 10 to 15 minutes.
It's gonna be longer than
5
that,
minutes.
sure.
That's a long time.
5 minutes is not a long time, man.
Not to 90 minutes. They got 90 minutes, but you know what I heard? I don't know how this is gonna be, but I heard the new Metal Gear's E3 thing is 30 minutes long. I hope that shit ain't playing at Microsoft conference.
Please, yeah, no.
I know Kojima, he did a bitch slap to Microsoft this year. I mean, the way he handled everything was just so bad. If he were to show up at Microsoft's thing, I would boo him off the stage. I would say get the fuck out of here.
I don't know what's up with that dude, but he's on.
I start throwing shit at him. I swear to God, man. I start throwing shit at this dude. He's a fuck up, man.
I mean, after what he did by making everybody pay $40, $40 for a demo, but that lost my respect immediately. I was like, dude, you don't make us buy a demo. Free.
But yeah, Anchorman, here's the thing. He was gonna charge full retail price at one point.
I know.
$60 for that piece of shit demo.
Oh boy. If he was
charging $60 for it, fair enough. But if it gave us some sort of discount to the full game, they should have done something like that. But that's where they went completely wrong. That's all I'm saying.
You should have shelved the shit.
It was an obsolete game, man. Nobody really wanted to play it in the first. I mean, well, we wanted to play it, but you know what I'm saying? It was one of those things where it's a demo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
A demo with achievements.
Exactly. I mean, what was the guy on YouTube? What, he beat it in 10 minutes or something like that?
No,
yeah, some dude on Eurogamer.
Shorter than that.
Damn.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Apparently, the record is 6 minutes and 30-something seconds. That's
wow.
That's not even worth a bargain bin, man.
Like I said earlier, man, I was like, look, that could have been a game that was just packaged with the game that's coming out, the next.
You know what they should have did? For anybody who reserved the new Metal Gear, should have just got that Ground Zeroes for free with the reservation.
Basically, that's what I'm saying. Yep.
That would have been
Like a pre-order, like a pre-order kind of game.
Yeah, pre-order bonus.
Okay, here's a pre-order to hold
exactly.
you when the new one come out.
Or they could have thrown in with a Happy Meal.
They could have called that bitch.
I just realized they're probably going to announce it.
They could have called that bitch a beta and just let it fly.
Guys, they're probably going to announce Doom at E3. Now that I think about it.
When's the beta coming?
I don't know. I mean, I just figured that out. I'm looking at my copy of Wolfenstein. I'm like, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah,
so, I mean, clearly.
We haven't heard much about Doom since playing. Yeah.
Since we heard about the beta, we ain't heard much.
I mean, was it me, man? Like, I thought that Doom was supposed to be like something that you could download when you bought Wolfenstein or whatnot.
Well, you have the beta.
That's what I thought for a second too, but.
Okay. I thought I was the only one for real.
It's just sitting there. I'm waiting.
It's really up to the developer, really. They'll give it about another 2 more months, and then obviously, as soon as there's more people that's bought Wolfenstein, then probably they'll end up making it live for us to test out.
Yeah, but
what's for Wolfenstein? I don't know. Bethesda's a weird company because I love Bethesda. If I was a fanboy of anything, it would be Bethesda and Fallout. It would honestly. But in this one, I don't know what they would do. I don't think they're gonna pull a Titanfall and just say, you know what, let's make it free. I don't think they're gonna do that.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
But I think
because Doom is a known franchise, whereas Titanfall was a new IP. So
yeah, they don't have anything to prove to anybody, and that's the thing about Bethesda. I was talking to my brother we were talking about this in the car, and we were talking about how it's so funny that Bethesda as a company, their whole thing is taking old IPs and making them amazing.
Darian.
I mean, think about it. Just really think about like what they've done. They just take old titles that you know and you love, and they make good sequels out of it.
that's true.
Yeah, Doom should be a decent.
All right, I was gonna say, what do you guys expect from EA?
Well, you know what they gonna do.
Hardline.
They gonna come out and show Madden.
They finna kill it with Madden though.
Hopefully they don't talk too much about live.
They're not gonna kill shit with Madden. They do that shit every year though. They do that shit every fucking year. Come out, trailer look like. I remember in 2005 when or 2006 it was when Donovan McNabb and shit, they had him on the cover or something like that, and they had him show a whole video, a whole CGI trailer of him, and it looked so amazing, and then it kind of looked like next gen this way, you know what I'm saying? It kind of looked like what it was supposed to look like now back in 2006. So I do hope Madden does look good, but I don't think it's gonna look as good as they show at E3.
Yo, EA get away with murder.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Really depressed about. I think a lot of these places are just like, hey, we're just gonna put up this shitty thing, and you're gonna think it's amazing, and then afterwards you're like, well, damn, where's the real thing? Whenever you get the game, it's like, oh, it was not gameplay.
EA's gonna do their usual. They're gonna get up on that stage. They're gonna talk about Madden. They're gonna show a CGI trailer where everybody's gonna go, oh my God, look at that.
Tell them, Bigkahona.
They're gonna say,
Tell them.
They're gonna say this is in-game engine. They're gonna say, look at the way the grass moves when he plants his foot this way and all this other stuff.
Right.
And when you get the game, you'll be taking it back 2 days later because you'll be like, this is the same bullshit that I had for 5 years now.
And the grass don't even move.
Exactly.
Man, you know what I want to see?
That's real shit.
I want to see helmets getting popped off. I want to see bones breaking. I want to see jerseys getting ripped. I want to
Okay.
You want to play NFL Blitz?
You know what? For real, I want to see tattoos on the guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, everybody, like clay.
Everybody's bland.
Yo, they downplayed my man Kaepernick, dude. They downplayed him, man.
Yeah, they ain't got no.
You know what I want to see? I want to see
tattoos at all.
I want to see the sweat dripping on their face and on their arms. And that should be realistic.
Yeah.
But the thing is about EA, I'm really hoping, you know, they resurrect themselves and make a decent basketball game. I want NBA Live to be good. I want NBA Live to be good.
Hey, I saw.
I haven't played Live in a long time, and I was should be.
No, man. Like, I downloaded I'm sitting there thinking when they announced the new Live, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be like the Battlefield to Call of Duty. You know what I mean? It's gonna be its equal. And I downloaded the demo, man. I was so mad that I downloaded the demo. Like, it's a demo. Like I'm hoping that they're able to like step up to the plate and give 2K that challenge, man. I just want them to do something because if they were going to take over, they could have done it this past generation because 2K servers was dog shit. And then the thing that
they slept hard.
The thing that I felt really bad about is that NBA Live is not available on any of the last gen stuff. It was only on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. How do you not use the power?
Right.
True.
Like, and so I was like, I'm hoping they just 2K like kick shit out of them and force them to do something to make the game like.
Hey, Kidsmooth, I know you Negro diamonds and everything, but they not gonna they ain't making no good game. NBA Live is not making no good game.
You want to make a quick bet that NBA Live is gonna be better than what it was?
Going down another
Nah.
It's on video. We got records.
No, but it may be better because they actually apologized for NBA Live.
Yeah,
apologize.
So if NBA Live is dog shit by the E3 impressions, Darian, I will buy you murdered. So
hey guys, didn't we have this bet about Soul Suspects before, and I said it was gonna be dog shit?
Not only did you say it was gonna be dog shit, but Kidsmooth said it was gonna be dog shit, and it was dog shit. I don't know.
I predicted the score.
He predicted the score though.
I predicted it was gonna be dog.
Fuck it. I'm still gonna get the game though.
You might take it though.
Hey, I
might. I really might. I gotta play it first to see if I like it. Because I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be.
Reviews are only based on their opinion. You gotta play.
Yeah.
But IGN gave it a 5.5.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
They gave it a 5.5, man.
Darian, what did I say? I said.
Hey.
I said IGN will give it a 5.5. I said that.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay, you know.
I didn't even check IGN score.
This is the thing. This is the thing that I don't get. They give games that weren't that good high numbers anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do to me. I don't know. I just don't. Some of them probably not into detective games, man. You got to have some of the best detective guys, you know, pretty much review the game. That's for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I give you that one.
All right, let's move away from sports. Yeah, we're talking about other EA franchises. Are you expecting anything else from EA besides any of the sports games that they give every
Star
year?
Wars.
Battlefront 3. But would you guys? Would you guys want a Dante's Inferno 2? Because that's one game I really want. Because I really enjoyed the first one.
Which one?
Dante's Inferno.
Oh hell!
That was like a God of War kind of game.
Yeah, it was. It's tight. That's tight.
Crazy, man. That was good.
I know I'm gonna be slaughtered for saying it, but I actually liked it better than God of War. But I tell you why though. I tell you why.
You fucking Xbox.
But I'll tell you why though. The reason why I liked it better was because I didn't like that whole fixed camera shit in God of War. That's the only negative that God of War had.
You know what? I can respect that. I can respect that.
You know,
Tony's about to rip Bigkahona a new asshole.
Right? Hey,
you know you about to get called an Xbox, right? I just want to let you know that.
It don't make no difference what I say. I'm gonna be called one anyway. I can have 5 PlayStation 4s up in here and 1 X1, and that would be enough to call me an Xbox.
Alright, we got Dante's Inferno 2. Hopefully we'll get. How about the new Mass Effect game? I'm hearing they're calling it.
Oh, yo, that might be hard. I like that. I like Mass Effect, the series.
So guys, one at a time, one at a time, man.
Guys, can I talk about something real quick? This is just something that.
Yeah, I got to chill. I can't hear shit, so I
Okay.
seriously can't.
What I was gonna talk about is
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ivan.
Project Morpheus, which is probably something I don't know if we're gonna see it E3 or not, because I don't think they're ready to do it just yet. Because everybody who's done it so far has said it's like meh. Because here's the thing about it. I just watched the Jimmy Fallon thing. They had Jimmy Fallon try it out.
Yeah, me too.
And like he was not really impressed. He was like, I mean, it was like what you have to do is one, it's a wired headset. It's still connected to something. And then you gotta have two PlayStation Move controllers. It's like the ultimate buy the rest of our peripherals machine.
Yeah.
Hey, that's smart. That's real smart to get you to have to buy all their peripherals with that helmet. But I heard the opposite. I mean, I've heard people was saying that it was like the second coming of Christ. I mean, I know you guys are laughing and you think I'm making a joke, but no, I really heard that a lot of people said that they was very impressed with it.
Hey.
You know what I got from it when I seen it? It reminded me a lot like when the Kinect first came out, like when it was on Jimmy Fallon and when it was on Ellen. They even had it on Home Shopping Network when they were like demoing it. It was like the same experience except you wearing this doofus shit on your head. I don't know, man. I to be honest, if that's gonna be like the next thing for gaming is wearing like virtual headsets, I'm not really interested in that because I can see myself fucking getting sent to prison for playing some dumb shit like that because my kids will be running around, somebody run around, bump their head. I can't see the shit because I'm sitting there kicking at the TV because that's all I'm paying attention to.
It's like having your eyes covered and having two dildos in your hands, man.
Oh, you Xbox.
Oh shit! Crap! Ah shit!
Anyway, I don't think that's a good idea though, man. I don't like Project Morpheus because it's still plugged in. To me, that's not next gen. If you're gonna take a virtual headset, it has to be unplugged. It has to be, I would like to see it unplugged and you just wearing it. That'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't make it next gen if it's plugged into the PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question. I got a question for everybody. What if they came out on the stage and said we want to introduce Project Morpheus and they was only the same size as a pair of glasses? Would you guys like that?
Well, I still wear glasses, so.
Is it still plugged
That'll
into
be
the
cool
PlayStation?
as long as I can see what's around.
You have to play with the PlayStation Move controllers, those sticks.
Well, I'm just throwing out the whole size.
Okay,
Everybody's talking about a big ass helmet on their head. I'm just saying if they came out and said this is Project Morpheus, it's a lot smaller and compact. It's like the same size as a pair of glasses. Would everybody say, "Oh, well, I can rock with that"?
Is it plugged in though? That's all I want to know. If it's plugged in, then I don't want the shit.
No, I would need for it to be me actually using a controller or my own hands. I don't want to have to hold on to sticks or like use a controller.
I don't want it in general. I don't think I'm ready for VR. I'm sorry.
Put a helmet on and play your Wii U. There we go. You straight. Play with your Wii.
Look, I made a video asking people what they ready for the next, for VR. I mean, I don't know if people are really like necessarily ready for it, especially like the older generation. I mean, I think the newer generation is going to accept anything that they give them.
That's how
You know what? I reckon financially it's a really risky move for Sony. It's really, really risky. If they end up going ahead with it, it may not sell, and they'll be in a very terrible situation, and they may end up getting bankrupt. But
bankrupting now.
But this is their chance to pull the whole thing out.
Kahuna, I didn't start it.
No, but they can call the whole thing off because it's on prototype stage right now. They can call it off. It's not in production right now.
Yeah,
So
but they
the
hyped it so much.
production, so they can call it off and just completely cancel the damn thing. So they have to wait for a proper response from everybody before they decide to release it or not. I hope they scrap it for their own sake.
Yeah, whoever is behind like the decision making and like their Sony's innovative position or their creatives, they're some risky motherfuckers. I'm sorry, like you gotta like really all right, we're going tanking, but yeah, let's invest millions and millions of dollars into some shit that might not even work. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. That's something I don't care if Microsoft did it. I don't think I would be into it. You know, I'm comfortable with online gameplay, and I dealt with Kinect long enough, so I'm happy with that.
I reckon they should do some. I reckon they should do some sort of survey to see how many people will buy it before they even start production. That's all I'm saying. So at least they'll have some sort of indication on how many people may or may not buy it.
You know, the opponent's gonna just hit like though. The opponent's gonna just say yes, and then you know they ain't gonna buy that shit.
But you know, them surveys really don't work when you got people at war, because anytime something comes up with Xbox on it, you got 7 million ponies out there pressing no. And then, you know, just to get back at them, the Xbox would go over there and do the same thing, go no. So, I mean, you can't really go by these polls.
Question for Iron though. How much time and hours you think you spend playing your game?
How many hours a day or?
Yeah, like hours a day. Yeah.
I'd say between 3 and 4 hours.
3 and 4 hours. Do you think you can do 3 or 4 hours in virtual reality?
Nope.
Oh hell no.
No. Yeah. So the thing is, if the average person can't do what the average time spent on games is about 5-6 hours, right? If you think about it. So if the average person can't do that, it's not worth putting out, because then that your product's gonna have a short lifespan. Now it's amazing how like our home consoles can last us 5 to 8 years before they have to give us something new. I don't think that should be like something that gets all this investment, and then developers should start doing all this work on, because their game's going to have to be literally an hour long.
True.
No, they can't have a game long like Final Fantasy on a VR headset. It's just gonna completely fuck your head up. You know, you'll end up going in a hospital, all kinds of shit, man. Fuck up your health, man.
I understand what Kidsmooth is saying. But
I understand what Kidsmooth is saying.
Eventually,
It's something that's 2 hours long. I understand. It's cool.
But I understand what Kidsmooth's saying. But eventually, I mean, they've been doing this. People act like this VR shit is new. This shit is not new. I mean,
back in the 90s, I remember when it started.
This is the Nintendo days.
I mean, even before that, when I was like freaking 20-some years old, I worked at a movie theater, and they had a VR game up there. Of course, the graphics was nothing like what we play today, but even for back what it was then, it was pretty decent back then. So now, you know, most of you guys know I'm an old dude now, but shit, that was over 20 years ago.
Yeah, but that was in an arcade though. That's manageable.
And you that's true, but eventually, sooner or later, stuff is going to be headed that way anyway. You got Google glasses, you know, things like that. So sooner or later, stuff is. I just think that Sony's trying to push, you know, things forward now instead of just waiting until later.
Damn, why when Xbox did that shit, they get shit for it?
But you're right. But before the X1 even came out, I heard that they was working or had patents on some type of Google type glasses that was supposed to come out for the X1.
So how many of you have tried the actual Google headset?
Not yet.
I haven't tried it.
Me neither.
Unless you got $2,000.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. To me, if you come out with something like that, I guess it'll be cool because it's not plugged in. It'll be sort of next gen. You know what I'm saying? That'll be kind of cool. Now, if it's plugged into whatever you're using, that's kind of stupid.
I'm gonna go to this gaming event, and I'm gonna get a chance to try out the Oculus Rift. So I'm gonna let you guys know how it is.
Yeah, that would be dope, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wanted to try that one. If there's any VR headset I want to try, it will be the Oculus Rift.
Real
Cause
I'm
quick,
hearing
Microsoft
that's
been
miles
getting
better than it.
praise.
all right, real quick, I just want to answer this question somebody just sent me, and it was, do you think Microsoft will show a new AAA IP that will sell a lot of Xbox?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think they have something up their sleeve, because if you think about it, you have the $399 Xbox right on the day, June 9th. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about it, they got something planned. They got something up their sleeve, guys.
They might announce something, and like the Anchorman said, they might even say it's available today, right now.
Yeah, what's your
And
take on it,
people will
Anchorman?
rush buy. They probably even panic buy and quickly go to the store and buy one, just so they can play that game.
Wait, what is it? What's the question?
Do you think Microsoft will show a new AAA IP that will sell a lot of Xbox?
I don't think it'll be a AAA IP. Yeah, a AAA IP that that would a new one that they would announce to be available on the same day. I don't think they would do that. I don't think that they have anything that would be that comfortable. They need to win people over first. But if it were a new game, like a new Halo game, like that, like we're talking about a Halo anniversary style thing, if it's something like that, I can see Microsoft announcing that and then saying it's available today.
Right.
It would have to be an established franchise that people would be like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get it now. I'm gonna get it now."
How about Perfect Dark or Battletoads?
Battletoads and
Like,
Perfect
What if
they're
that
Dark.
was a
digital
free to play
titles.
game?
I'm getting that day.
With their digital titles, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see. I don't know if it's gonna, well, Titanfall was supposed to be like, to move units. I think anything that comes out on the Xbox One has the capability of selling Xboxes as long as people get their head out their asses. But
Now,
I'm sure they're gonna announce some new IP, some for this year, which I'm looking forward to. That's going to get people interested. We don't know what they are, of course, so that's what I'm waiting for. But one thing I do think is going to happen tomorrow, not tomorrow, I think sometime on Monday, if not Monday, Tuesday, we're going to get an Xbox update.
They already if any of you there's a actual app called the Major Nelson app, and I guess it's run by Major Nelson or whatever. So anytime there's something going on, it gives you an alert on your phone or your tablet or whatever, and then you just hit on it and it tells you whatever. But I already seen that there's supposed to be another update coming shortly for those who are beta testers.
No, what I was talking about was like for like an E3, like Phil Spencer say something like, "Oh, like this is available today, right now," and then like that update's available for us to download. Like I don't.
all right, y'all. We kind of got to wrap it up. It's been going on a little long here, but actually, Kidsmooth, you said something that kind of intrigued me to bring up another question. Now, remember we said like Titanfall was supposed to be the system mover, and we just had Forza Horizon 2 just announced for the Xbox One and the 360.
Oh boy!
And you said that Titanfall was supposed to be the system mover, but it was on two other platforms, including mainly Xbox brand. But how much do you think that had to do with Titanfall not moving? I mean, it sold well. Don't get me wrong, but how much do you think they got to do with like not selling as many as they could, like far as as units sold?
Well, of course, because it was available on the PC and that it was coming to the 360, it did like stunt like what the Xbox One could have did, but they still had the clever marketing for it that could have sold more Xbox Ones, because if the average person wouldn't have known this game was available on other platforms because it was advertised as it being like only on the Xbox One, so the advertising was there, it just didn't really do what it needed to do as for pushing like 1 million Xboxes. And I think because it was available on the 360 and the PC that it didn't do it. But
let me ask Anchorman.
What's the question? Were we asking
Pretty
specifically?
much is the 360 of the hindrance of people not buying
Well,
Xbox.
I've said this numerous times before, and I'll say it again. I really do think that whenever you have a game come out for both, what you're doing is not giving people a reason to buy the next one. Like, if someone is not really keen on upgrading to next gen, if someone really doesn't want to do it, and they see a game that they want to play really, really bad, and it's available only on that system, they will be they're more susceptible to go and buy the next gen system in order to be able to play it. Now, it's the same thing with Titanfall when I saw it released at not released at E3, debuted at E3. When people only thought it was on Xbox One, people were like, I am so torn because they didn't like the DRM stuff, and so it's like they wanted to play Titanfall though. It was that bad. But when they announced that it was going to be on 360 as well, everyone just said, I'll just get it on 360. I'll just get it on 360. I can wait. I can wait an extra month.
So Halo is being Halo 5 is supposed to be on just next gen. Now, could that potentially be like that big, like that huge system seller that like most of us are waiting for?
Definitely, no doubt. Halo 5 would definitely be a system seller in my book, and so would Gears of War 4 or whatever it's going to be called. Those two are definitely going to be system sellers because it's not on the 360. Now, the 360 is the reason why, all these games are coming out still, and it's like, it's pushing the Xbox One back in its potential of selling pretty well because it can sell. But if these games like Forza Horizon 2 and Titanfall, they keep coming out on the 360 as well, then people are not going to go out and buy an Xbox One. They'll just stick with the 360.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't give them a reason to go after it, then
I know. Then Microsoft need to give the consumer a reason to go out and buy an Xbox One. And if you're going to keep releasing that very same game, even though it's the inferior version, you're still going to get the full game. And if you're still going to give the full experience like that on the 360 as well, people are just going to buy it on the 360. They won't spend whatever money, $399 to buy an Xbox One.
Point.
Now, when do you guys expect that Microsoft will start realizing this and just stop? Because you don't want to really forget about the 360, right? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to kind of abandon it like that. But you,
How long are they gonna really keep, holding on to the 360 though? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't want to abandon it, but do you want to constantly keep making those new IPs for the system also if they're trying to sell the Xbox One?
it's crazy, but the way the 360 is built is just like, I can see it like, we all know that the PlayStation 2 was like, they were still pushing games out for like a very long while. I think
The last game was made last year for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? So that's a long ass time to be pushing games. I think the Xbox 360 got that potential for them to actually still continue to make games, but I think most of the games I think the focus should be on the Xbox One now. I don't know. Let me just wrap this thing up, man. We in this bitch for like an hour so far. So, any last thoughts? I want to start with Iron Wolf. Last thoughts. What you think? Overall, what's up?
What's up with E3 or just what's up in general?
Just what's up with E3.
All right. Well, I'm going to expect a really, really good E3 from Microsoft. A really strong one with a really strong lineup for the rest of this year and for 2015. And with Sony, I'm not expecting, but I'm hoping to get something from them. And hopefully they'll give me a reason to buy the PS4 again because I sold mine recently, like some of you guys know. And with Nintendo, oh God, I don't know. Like I said, I'm hoping for an F-Zero and I'm hoping for a Zelda game and a new Pokemon game for the Wii U. But we just gotta wait and see what happens, man. But
True.
that's all my thoughts are at the end.
Anchorman, I want to know your thoughts.
I think at this E3, the biggest determining factor will be whoever announces the most AAA titles, exclusive AAA titles this year. That
Right.
whatever comes out in 2014. Because right now, 2015 is going to be overstocked with games. It's just going to be so many games in 2015 that I would rather them say, hey, I heard you guys were missing some games. We brought you some. Enjoy.
Yeah.
One more thing. Can I just say one more thing, guys?
Yeah. Quickly, what's up?
The only way I reckon Microsoft are gonna sell more systems is if all their exclusives and third-party exclusives are not on the 360. They could have third-party games and multiplats on the 360, but just not those exclusives. Then they can shift more Xbox Ones out there and have a larger install base. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
Would you agree with
Smooth,
that?
I've been thinking that the kind of the whole way through though. To be honest, like they kind of gotta like just sometimes you gotta cut off a what's the saying? You gotta cut off a toe to save a leg or something like that. I think that's the case for the Xbox if they actually really grow. Smooth, last thought. What's up?
Oh man.
You got so much
E3
shit
gonna
to
be.
say, don't you?
I got so much, but yeah, E3 is gonna be the we all gonna be happy come 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. We all gonna have the last laugh. We all gonna have a lot to talk about. So I'm not worried about Microsoft numbers in their sales. I think they need to be patient because it will come to them. They still have 80 million strong on the Xbox 360, which is good. That's nothing to ignore. But before we do sign out, I do want to say Bigkahona, the challenge is here. Team Smooth versus Team Bigkahona. Everybody send hashtag Kidsmooth challenge if you want to be a part of it. We will be doing this sometime soon. We'll have a date for you soon.
What's going
I'm
on?
dead, bro.
What's going on, man? He's calling you out, man.
I'm dead, bro.
I told you guys I'm riding with my man Kahuna. So.
I'm dead.
I'll have to flip a coin on this one, man.
You're welcome to join into the challenge, bro.
Iron Wolf is with me.
Okay. Darian, I need your last thoughts real quick.
That solidified it for me. I'll be joining Team Smooth.
Yes,
Oh,
let's
man.
make that $5.
So you wanted to be on the loser side, huh?
Oh man, I've said this before. Titanfall was the game that I was born for. I play Call of Duty just because I play. I play for my friends, but man, Titanfall is the game I was made for.
After the podcast is up, we should talk about it. Set up a date for this date and time.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do this.
I'm trying to get everybody here. Darian, you there? Wake up. All right, last thoughts. Let's make it count, buddy.
He too busy watching TV.
Last thoughts on E3 is, man, damn, we got something for you guys, man. We got something for you. Boy, I think Xbox might really take this, you know what I'm saying? Watch, I'm going to be called an Xbox, but who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? I think Xbox is going to... Yeah, for real. But I think this game, I think a whole bunch of games are going to come out. Some of them will be indie. I want to prepare for that. It will be indie games, you know what I'm saying? So I know there's going to be I hope they only show 5 minutes to 8 minutes of indies and then get back to the real games, because that's what really important to me, because I don't really care about no indie games. If I wanted indie games, I'd just get a PlayStation, but I think PlayStation
right.
I think PlayStation is, I hope they come out with something to make me go get a PlayStation, real shit. If they come out with a game that I'll be like, whoa, wow, damn, that shit is real, like then I'll go actually get a PlayStation. Nintendo, there's nothing that can make me go get a Nintendo Wii U. Sorry guys, told you I'm a grown ass man. Even though a lot of people could play it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of older people could play it, but it's just not for me. It's not for my type. I've heard a lot of people say that pretty much the game that it can't be really considered a kid's game if a kid can't beat it. But to me that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? To me,
Right.
it's a kid's game if it looks like a kid's game. You know what I'm saying? If it looks like something that I played when I was younger, like when I used to play Donkey Kong, Mario, and Zelda and Mega Man. I had all those games, and those as a child, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to pick up no Wii U. But, they're not even showing up on the big stage, so I don't have nothing for them. Who else?
Your money's not ready for them.
Is Steve coming? Steve coming to us? Is Steve having a little press conference?
Valve. I think Valve are having.
Valve? All right. Well, shit. I don't know. There's nothing to make me get a PC anyway. Anyway, let's go.
Right.
Oh yeah. Hashtag is not me, it's we.
Y'all just gonna forget about me, huh?
No, we ain't forget about you yet, man. But go ahead, Kahuna. I hear you. I see something boiling up in your head.
Yo, Bigkahona, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Valve is gonna show up at Microsoft's conference or Sony's?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not even thinking about that at all. Okay. But I will say this. I think that there's going to be a lot of surprises come Monday. There's going to be people happy on the Xbox side. There's going to be people happy on the PlayStation side. And regardless of what you may think of being a grown man playing Nintendo or not, there's going to be some Nintendo people that's going to be happy.
Yep. That's true. That is true. You know what I'm saying?
And at the same time, I believe that there's going to be also some people that's going to be probably underwhelmed on all three sides.
It might be. I mean, goddamn, Microsoft really just put all their eggs in one basket because they've been releasing all this shit for the past month.
Well, that just means they got plenty more to show when it comes Monday.
I damn hope so.
All right, and last but not least, by the way, I appreciate you for showing up. Dwayne.
Yo.
Give me your final thoughts, E3.
Final thoughts, man. I think we gonna get a complete 180, man. A complete 180 of last year, man. Sony had that upper hand just because they came behind Microsoft and kind of, said things that sounded better than what Microsoft had said. But I think we just gonna get a lot of good games. I think we gonna get some good stuff from each. Sony, Microsoft. I think we gonna get some good stuff from Nintendo also. I don't know if anybody ever thought about this, but they had some things going on talking about, Nintendo saying that they were gonna talk about that they had something patented, a new gaming system patent. I don't know if they're gonna talk about that. I doubt it, but it would be kind of cool to hear. You know what I'm saying? But
you said who was that?
That was Nintendo. They had something patent, talking about a new gaming system. But I'm pretty sure that won't be talked about at the E3 or whatnot. But it would be kind of cool to hear. Sony, I hope they get their head out their asses and come up with some good shit. I really kind of wanted to go buy a PS4, but hey, I'm not finna buy that shit if they just gonna continuously put out indies. On top of that, Sony, Microsoft, I don't think that we have anything to worry about. I think that we're gonna get some good shit, and it's gonna be, everything's gonna be good to go.
All right.
One more thing, though. I forgot. Sony will take some jabs at Microsoft. We already know that. They already got a team of comedians working with them, so they're going to come up with something, and it could be the one line that they may say that may win the whole E3 for them.
Are you predicting Kevin Hart is going to be out there?
Shout out to
Kevin Hart
Gitmeister, man. I left Gitmeister out, and I felt so bad, man. He just sent me a message like, "What the fuck? No invite." It's pretty crowded in here as it is, but I just want to give my thoughts. But far as E3, I think, like I say, I think Sony been quiet. Sony been quiet for a reason. They thinking about what they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have to change their approach a little bit based off what Xbox has announced throughout the upcoming of E3. I think Xbox is just going to steal the show, as you know, everybody pretty much is predicting. But I just want to say game on. Like let's see who really got like the true gaming system. I think Sony and the fanboys really has been taking jabs at the Xbox enough.
1080p.
For me to say that, I think that's going to change because they're going to talk about DirectX 12 a little bit too, and I think that's going to flip flop a little bit. I think it's going to be more of the 1080p 60 frames game on the Xbox side than what it is on the.
You know, Sony are going to be talking about 1080p 60 frame games on their E3. We're the only are to give all these games at that resolution.
By the way, I'm not going to be the one to say like, oh man, resolution doesn't matter. In a way, it does matter. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Like, multiplayer should be running at the same resolution. But like I say, I think things are going to make a turnaround, and a lot of people are going to be eating their words.
Yeah, but now that Sony don't have the DRM and the whole policies to fall back on, they're gonna really have to step up the game and come up with a real plan, and not rely on what Microsoft have to say on their show. They need to have something planned even before what they see on Microsoft's side, because it just seems to me that they rely too much on what Microsoft do, and then they draw their own plan and see what they can do that's better, and that's just a load of bullshit to me. That's all I'm saying. But I said what I had to say anyway.
That's when Kevin Hart comes in.
He start telling jokes.
Right. So anyway, I'm about to wrap it up, man. We already got an hour long on this thing, man. I'm gonna shout everybody out again real quick. Thanks to the Anchorman for allowing me to use the VCast.
Anytime, man.
For this channel, I appreciate that a lot. So give your outro real quick.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Kidsmooth, man.
It's not we, it's me. No, I'm just playing. Kidsmooth, baby. We out.
All right, Wolf, man. I appreciate you for coming out.
Well, anytime, man. You know I'm here, man. And thanks for having me here. And with all you guys out here, man. You guys are awesome, man. And love to do this again sometime soon, man.
We definitely gonna do it again. Darian is king, my homie, man. He underrated, man.
See, this is the problem I'm having with Kidsmooth. I'm supposed to be Team Kidsmooth, right? See, but he done messed up the slogan. It's not me, it's we. It's all of us together, man. I'm telling you. And we have all these people here. We have Iron Wolf, Anchorman, who else? Kidsmooth, Rise and Grind, Bigkahona, and Dwayne Retro. We have all these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? And it really shows, man, that we it's all of us together, man. Thank you guys for having me on this podcast, man. It's been a blessing, man. And yeah, man, like, follow, subscribe, all my shit, man. And we out of here, man.
And then Bigkahona.
Yeah, the Bigkahona, and as I always say, fanboys don't love their favorite system, they just hate yours.
God damn! Cold, that shit cold.
And Dwayne, man, your outro, man. Tell the people about yourself real quick.
Hey, man, it's Dwayne Retro Gamer as I. Check me out, man. I do all my retro stuff, anything from Atari 2600 all the way up to Xbox One, man. It's been a pleasure. It's my first one. Hope to do more. And it's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks.
I'm gonna have to subscribe to you.
For sure, man. Do subscribe to him, man.
Shit. Go ahead, link your thing in the chat, man. I'm gonna subscribe.
And as I always say, it's your boy Raz. You already know who it is, and I'm out. Peace, peeps.